that move, but him and Rodarte need to connect.
I think it's 4-on-3 Distortion's advantage right now. Killers, Lambo going to retreat from the juice box into the snake or D-side wing. I heard another player walking off for Distortion off the Dorito side. 3 for Distortion, 3. Oh, I think the Killers might be getting a minor right here. Yep. So 2 more coming off for the Killers. Yeah,
That's
red
a
flag.
major.
So a major on the Killers is going to blow this point up. They still have their Dorito side player. He might have gotten lost in the chaos over there.
I think he did. He got lost in the sauce there. They don't know he's there.
Mr. Patriot over here wheeling and dealing. Distortion has 1 player in the snake side. Aztec, it might be a 1-on-1 here.
You're trying to figure out, I think
it's a 1-on-1.
Yeah, I think in all the chaos they did not pick up. And that's a 2-on-1. It's a 2-on-1. There was 2 players left. There was 1 player hiding there on the Dorito side we couldn't see. And then I think this is Unger right now who's left.
Yeah, so the Dorito side player for Distortion went and traded with that last pesky Killers player. Real back and forth point, each team losing bodies in gun battles, but then that major for the Killers really sinking their chances when it looked like they might take over this point.
Yeah, and that's the one thing you can't do. You can't hurt your team like that. That is an unfortunate part. Getting that major, kind of just unnecessary. In that sense, but you gotta go out.
Was that going on? We got a little dry fire from Vince over here in the commentators booth.
Yeah, it's great. This is they have a mechanical frame on this. That's awesome.
Never know what's going to happen out here on Saturday morning. We got hot guns in the commentator booth.
This is the nice thing about having great sponsors. They bring us over stuff to look at all the time. Not a lot of people looking at seeing the mechanical frame yet, and this thing feels so good, feels nice.
So big story for Preferred Mob is they got Thomas Mantoni walking out with the New England legend. He did not play yesterday, but he's coming out here today wearing the number 11 Steve Schloss jersey. We love to see it. We got John DeRula, Thomas Mantoni, Steve Schloss, Jake Thorne, and Sean Wyatt coming out here for Preferred Mob, and then a sea of number 27 jerseys for TCP.
Yeah, so as you can see, weather out here, absolutely beautiful. 67 degrees out right now. Perfect paintball weather. And then Nick letting us know that the mechanical frames for the DSR Plus are going to be available mid-October. So if you're a die team or you're a fan of die markers, we are going to have the mechanical frames available at diepaintball.com.
So looking like Preferred Mob is maybe going to run deep on the Dorito side and stay short snake side. TCP runs snake off the break. They're going to lose 2 off the break for TCP. So great breakout for Preferred Mob. They do lose 1 player, so it's 4-on-3 for Preferred Mob. TCP in the small Dorito on the outside, in that big Dorito 1. Thomas Mantoni out into the Dorito 3 for Preferred Mob. Now John DeRula getting into the Dorito side wing to offer support for him. So Preferred Mob with a much more dominant position here early in this point. Ref running in to check the TCP snake side Dorito can. TCP now making some progress up the Dorito side, though. Sean Wyatt moving up the center. Preferred Mob going to lose John DeRula, and Thomas Mantoni still alive. It might be 3-on-3 now.
Yeah, we're trying to get right now.
TCP slips out into the snake side corner. Nope, he gets picked up. So I think it's just the small Dorito left for TCP. I think it's a 2-on-1 Preferred Mob's favor, and he's shot.
So great communication there from the snake player from P-Mob, letting Sean Wyatt know the 200's still hot. I can move forward, but I need you to watch me.
Yeah, no one alive for TCP. Preferred Mob's going to wrap it up with 3 bodies alive. So great start here for Preferred Mob, going up 2-0 with great break shooting there, peeling off 2 TCP players off the break.
That's Mantoni?
That's Thomas Mantoni wearing the Preferred Mob jersey. It says Schloss on the back. That guy's been playing paintball forever. Formerly of Revo, walking off a little.
Yeah, I was going to say that's not good. He's already limping.
Yeah, he was hurt a little bit in practice, so he didn't play yesterday. He was a little wary of getting on the field. He was definitely doing damage to that point. I'm not sure how much of him we're going to see though, the way he was walking off right there.
Yeah, I mean, a situation like that, this is kind of those Baker Mayfield situations. Baker Mayfield played for the Browns last year. In the NFL, he played hurt to kind of help the team out. It didn't do him any good. And this might be a situation, too, with Mantoni where does he really need to play right now hurt is it going to do more damage or more good?
Hey, I
As
mean,
he's already puking in the pits.
He's already puking.
Puking in the pits.
But, helping them up to a 2-0 lead. So Preferred Mob coming out so far looking good. Hopefully they can keep building on it. I am biased toward Preferred Mob. I've known those guys my whole life. So
yeah,
just so everyone knows out there.
It is going to happen. I mean, you grew up with those guys. I understand that a little bit. So, but it's good, though, because it helps let the audience know who everybody is because you have that connection with them. So
we got Unger. I think he's going to pull up in the box. Nope. It looks like he's going to do that 3-point stance. He's running out to the snake side tower with his gun up. Rodarte staying at the 3, shooting snake side. They're going to kill one off the Killers. The Killers had someone run deep, though, on the Dorito side. Now Rodarte filling up into the Dorito side wedge. Or Dorito side brick. Rodarte loves that spot. Killers have Hosky in that snake side Aztec. He's going to look to make a move forward, but that's going to be tough to do with Rodarte in that Dorito side brick. Killers also on the outside Dorito and the Dorito side wing shooting snake side. Distortion not very interested in getting out wide on the snake side so far. They are in the Dorito 3. Now Hosky getting into the 50 snake. He was able to do that when Rodarte switched off the snake side. Distortion trying to hammer a bounce shot into him in that 50 snake. That wing player was roasting that snake side brick, trying to get a ball to bounce off the brick into the 50 snake.
Yeah, if you see a ton of paint there in a specific spot on a bunker, more than likely there's a bounce shot there. Player's going to try to bounce paintballs off that bunker and into another bunker.
But 2 more players walking off for the Killers. Distortion has opened up the game on the Dorito side, so Hosky's really in trouble here now in the 50 snake as Distortion comes on to the Killer side of the Doritos.
Yeah, and
now Rodarte coming through. He's all the way at the back center of the Killers.
Oh, yeah, they're about to get Hosky. I was going to say, they got that drop shot on him, so
Distortion's going to handle business right here in fairly dominant fashion.
Yeah, going up by 2.
Going up by 2-0 over the Killers and really forcing the issue on the Dorito side. Rodarte getting into that Dorito side brick quickly. Unger holding them off from the snake side tower. And the Killers, they're a very offensive-minded team. They haven't been able to generate it so far. They've been getting caught up in that snake side Aztec for the first minute or 2.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is definitely a situation right now where with plenty of time left, 2 minutes, P-Mob up by 2. We've seen this happen yesterday with TCP Machine. They'll let a team run 4 points on them, and then all of a sudden they get this aggression and they start coming back. So
yeah, they did try to run snake off the break that last point, but the Preferred Mob guns were good. So I'd expect to see a center push here from TCP. If they learned their lessons from yesterday, they know they can't just play back 5 ball and expect to win. So we'll see if they try to mix in a center push or if they try to run the snake again, even though Preferred Mob shot it.
Yeah, TCP's got to have that aggression early. That center push worked out really good for them. So on the wide shot here, breakout, both teams. Similar breakout, sending somebody up the Doritos, but Preferred Mob making the quick bumps.
And TCP losing one off the break. Preferred Mob in the Dorito 3, and also the Dorito side tower shooting inside. They get Isaac Luke into the snake side Aztec. That's Thomas Mantoni getting called out of the juice box, and he's walking off.
Yeah, he tripped into that bunker. So, I mean, if I was them right now, I would sit him. There's no point in him being hurt right now playing, especially if he's going to do more damage to himself. I just don't agree with that, All right.
TCP now filling into the snake side wedge, playing heads up. It's 4-on-4 here. Neither team with much progression on the snake side. Preferred Mob is out in the snake side Aztec.
Yeah, we actually found out the news on what 27 means for TCP, so we'll get to that when we go to, after this point's over, we'll talk about that a little bit.
The snake side wing for TCP is just trying to hammer down the Dorito side, make sure that Preferred Mob can't advance down there. Preferred Mob has Steven Schloss and that small Dorito all the way on the outside. Isaac Luke in the snake side Aztec trying to work his way in there. John Derula. Oh, that's Steven Schloss making the move into the juice box for Preferred Mob. Able to slip under the TCP gun. Maybe the ref coming in to check him.
Oh, he's hit. Wow. So great shot there by the TCP Machine player to shoot the cross shot in that little juice box of Dorito side. So
it's 4-on-3 for TCP right now. And now TCP getting into the snake.
Yeah,
Isaac Luke immediately bumps out to the snake side corner to get some wire presence on that snake player. But Isaac Luke also getting peeled off, so things looking bleak here for Preferred Mob.
And Dirty Joe Klockner making the move from the tower on the Dorito side into the wedge, getting checked by the ref. He is clean, so that's good news for them.
So I think it's Sean White. I'm not sure if John Derula is still alive. He is. He slides out into the juice box on the Dorito side. Sean White able to fill the snake side corner. TCP still in that snake one, shooting inside.
I believe that's Ganawicha there in the snake side wedge as well. So TCP has Adema, Joe Klockner, and Ganawicha.
So both wedges for TCP and the snake two. Preferred Mob loses their snake corner, so it's just John Derula in the juice box. It's a 1-on-3, maybe a 1-on-4. I think TCP might have wire presence over there. It's a really tough situation for John Derula as TCP comes storming down.
Yeah, Dirty Joe's going to go trade. Dirty Joe, do not hang that. Do not hang that. I'm pretty sure Joe is hit.
Hang it, Joe.
Ooh. I seen paint spray off of Joe when he went to make that run. They got call him clean, though. Yeah, and that's the other thing, too, for all of you out there. So we're ground level looking at this field. So when we see paint spray off, a lot of times we can see the hit. And players are very good at sometimes hiding hits. So they might get hit in the pod pack and hide it a little bit or hit in the elbow. The refs are doing a phenomenal job out here, but they can't catch everything. Me and Mike, it's our job to try to watch as much as possible. So we're going to see little things. So if you hear us call a potential hit, the ref calls him clean. Unfortunately for the ref, he just didn't catch the hit. Fortunately for us, we got eyes to catch it.
Yeah. But, sometimes you see something that sprays off the bunker or it sprays off the ground and it looks like a hit.
Exactly.
So, and a good cheater, right, does everything natural.
Yeah,
so
it doesn't flinch.
Yeah, it doesn't flinch and switches inside real quick. So
especially
sometimes it's hard to tell if someone's being devious or they're fully innocent.
Absolutely. And the other thing is, too, is especially on these large bunkers, there's the actual, the hooks right there where everything goes into the ground, the bungees. So those are hard plastics. When they get hit, that paintball is going to explode as well. So
let's see what the Killers got here. If they can generate some offense down two, they run Sebastian Lopez to the snake side, Aztec off the break, and stay short otherwise. Distortion able to get the snake off the break. That's Haber. He's been playing this side with more aggression than anyone out here. And you can see by his body language, he's trying to be quick on the wrap. And I expect him to be in the Killer side of the field, except Sebastian Lopez fills in there, trying to be sneaky.
No.
Now we got a little poison situation. Does he know he's right there?
He doesn't.
Right in front of each other.
They don't know.
Whoever shoots their gun first is going to have a disadvantage here.
Look for Haber to go inside. Oh, no. They know he's there now.
You got to hear the gun.
Seabass going to pick him up.
You got to hear the gun, Seabass. It's right there.
Oh, my
really
goodness. What a
by
fun.
Haber. Seabass unable to hear
He's going to wrap.
Haber's gun. He wraps on the three. He misses his shot, though.
If he wraps one more time, so they know he's there now.
Yeah, the tower, but he doesn't know the tower's there.
Yeah,
and so now the tower's going to run through. Great.
I don't necessarily agree with that.
All he had to do is switch hands, but I think he lived. So
he didn't. He definitely got shot. He's sitting on the hit.
Yeah, so the Killers player trades with the Snake player. Haber calling for a penalty. He's not going to get it. The Killers fill out and immediately get shot. And Distortion doing a great job of filling up off of the chaos and kills that Haber created there. They got Unger in the Snake now. They got the Snake side wing. The Snake side wing player for Distortion doesn't know that they killed this side. I think it's just the juice box on the Dorito side and the Dorito 1 for the Killers. Now moving into the Dorito 3. I think that's Smitty over there on the Dorito side for the Killers.
Yeah, it looks like a 3-on-1 or a 3-on-2. It looks like a 3-on-2 right now. There is a Dorito side player for the Killers and now a player in the Dorito side tower as well.
Distortion's really concerned with the Snake side that doesn't exist. It's just two players on the Dorito side for the Killers right now.
I don't think they know that they peeled that player off.
They definitely don't. The Distortion player in the Snake side wing is really keyed up on a snake, expecting someone to appear. And now he's starting to get a little suspicious. Is there someone here? I'm not sure. He's seen Paint hit that bunker. He gets shot somehow.
Wow.
I didn't see him catch heat for a while.
I think that was
weird.
Wank that took a strange shot from the. Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so I think the Killers player on the Dorito side might have shot that wing player in the back. Now Rodarte coming through, trying to clean things up and figure out where this last Killers player, number 13, who's bouncing out now to the Dorito side. So it's just Rodarte and Unger left And they're going to pick up the last Killers player in the juice box, Rodarte coming through. Distortion's playing really great ball right now, where they're both generating the offense and having the clean close off of that.
Yeah, I mean, and to be honest, Killers looked really good yesterday. Distortion, like we talked about, pulled out some kind of nail biters. Much more dominant this morning than they looked yesterday.
Yeah, they look really great right now. They're in control of the field, communicating well, generating their offense and falling up off of that.
So as TCP Machine comes back on the field, kind of a mystery on what the 27 meant on the back of their jerseys. And we were able to talk to Idema today, number 97. And essentially, they're all about the team. No player is bigger than the team. So they all wear 27, and it's an old seven-man joke where someone back in the TCP Machine NPPL days could shoot 27 balls a second, uncapped semi. So
with the cheater board.
With the cheater board. So that's where the 27 joke came from.
Yeah, but they have numbers on their shoulders.
Yeah, but the numbers are so small we can't see them. It's hard.
I don't think it's an incomplete gesture to my mind.
There we go. So on the breakout here,
Thomas Mantoni is sitting for Preferred Mob after coming off hobbling the last two. Preferred Mob running the snake off the break. Ref coming in to check him. I think that's Aiden Castman, the 17-year-old. TCP Machine coming into the juice box. Preferred Mob does lose their snake player off the break. So TCP with 5, but a running ref coming in to check the Snakeside Aztec player.
That's AJ Lawhead in the Snakeside Aztec.
So TCP in control so far at this point with wire dominance on the snake side in a 5-on-4 situation. They got that Snakeside tower shooting the Dorito way. Preferred Mob is in the Snakeside tower. And now both wings. They got both wings crossed up to try to impede TCP's advance here. Down one body, Preferred Mob.
So
that's Matt Kilbashin in the snake side wing and John Derula in the Dorito side wing. It's AJ Lawhead on your screen here in the snake side Aztec.
And Ganawicha there in the tall stand-up tower. Looks like Joe Klockner there is going to be in the Dorito side wedge as AJ Lawhead gets into the snake.
He gets in undetected as well as Matt Kilbashin dies for Preferred Mob out of the snake side wing. This is probably going to turn quickly in TCP's favor. He's going to shoot John Derula in the pack. Might have missed his shot. TCP does lose a body. So I believe it's 3-on-4 in TCP's favor.
But
they have
AJ
the
Lawhead's
50
going
snake,
to work.
and he's not catching any heat over here. I'm not sure Preferred Mob picked him up. And so now he's going to shoot Steve Schloss in the back.
Wow.
And now he's going to shoot John Derula in the back.
What an amazing shot by AJ Lawhead, getting into the snake, understanding the situation, and just going down, getting himself a 3-pack on that one.
To tie the game for TCP 2-2.
Great job by AJ Lawhead with that forward aggression. And that's one of my favorite pickups in the semi-pro is TCP bringing AJ Lawhead out of retirement after being gone for about 6 years or so. He did play the first event of the year with them, did not play the second one, but Chicago, hometown for him. He comes back for this one. I think that's the kind of aggression and change they need to make at this event.
And also understanding the situation there, he gets into that Snakeside Aztec and is catching a lot of heat to start the game. He doesn't force the move. He waits for the gun to drop. Then he goes in, stays undetected, waits for his moment, peels off 3 kills. Tie game over there. Now we're coming back to Distortion and Killers. Distortion with a big 3-0 lead. The Killers are definitely a team that has that dog in them, so can't sleep on them down 3-0. They're a team that believes in their ability to come back.
Yeah, and just, again, awesome job here. I'm very happy that TCP Machine turned it on early instead of waiting for someone to go up 4 points on them. So looking a little more competitive this morning against a very tough PMOB.
Very tough PMOB team. Distortion really kind of looking like one of the best teams out here.
You can see there on your screen that's going to be Wank, Kohler, Rodarte, Unger, and Haber on the breakout here for Distortion.
Haber pulling up at the box. Oh, no, that's Rodarte. I think he's smashing paint.
Yeah, I think so this paint, very brittle.
Killers losing 1 off the break, so it's 4-on-4 as Distortion also loses 1. Killers now filling out to the snake side, getting into the snake side Aztec. That's Hosky.
Yeah, huge kill for the Killers on the Doritos side for Distortion, getting Kohler out of there. Kohler's really been a thorn on their side so far.
So Distortion playing in pairs. They got the snake side can and the snake side tower, the Dorito side wing, and the big Dorito one. The Dorito side wing. That's Ryan Rodarte on the cross. He's going to launch now into the juice box. Rodarte playing very dynamic up that center. Hosky in the snake side Aztec trying to figure out what's holding him up. It's the Dorito 1 shooting the cross. He's going to wait for that gun to drop before he can make his move into the snake.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, these points are going to be a little slower. It's Saturday ball. Everyone's kind of made some crazy moves on Friday, figured out what's working, what's not.
And it wasn't even that high scoring yesterday.
Yeah.
So things just continue to slow down as people figure out the field, and especially a field like this where there's strong cross shots. And you can have some zone control out here. As you can see here, Unger for Distortion shooting the cross. But they lose Rodarte out of the center, and they lose their Dorito 1 player. That's going to open up things for Hosky to get in the snake. Now he's going to go all the way probably to the 50. Nope, he's going to stop at the snake 2 and wrap. Shoots Unger in the back. Now Hosky looking to close things out. Distortion with the last-ditch effort to fill the corner. He got in there live, it looks like. But it should just be a matter of time before Killers fill out on the Dorito side and make things very difficult.
Yeah, Haber not a fan of getting bonus ball as he's walking out. But I think he didn't realize that Hosky was trying to shoot that player in the corner. So he walked right into a lane.
So Hosky hitting that buzzer to make it 3-1 for the Killers with 5 minutes left. Plenty of time to come back still.
Yeah, absolutely.
Quick shout out to Emmett Conway, who asked me to say an RIP for the Queen on the air. Big fan of the live cast.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And all of our international fans and friends out there as well. Thank you so much for tuning in globally, no matter where you are. So good morning, good afternoon, good night to everybody that's out there. So that being said, though, if you are watching live, want to leave some comments, let us know in the comments down below on Facebook who your favorite player is, what team you're rooting for. Let us know, who you want to give a shout out to. So you got Carter saying, go P-Mob. So thank Carter, shouting out P-Mob for you. A couple people out here shouting out the Killers, big Killers fan. Jake says, come on, Killers.
I bet that was Carter Peckinpah who shouted out P-Mob.
No, Carter
Bartley. Yeah, Peckinpah is his real last name. He's trying to be incognito out there. So shout out Carter for shouting out P-Mob.
Yeah, so again, if you can, please share out this free live stream. We're bringing you all the best semi-pro action all weekend long, live and free.
Thomas Mantoni gritting it out to the Dorito 1, but TCP going to kill Matt Kilbashian off the break for Preferred Mob, so it's 5-on-4 for TCP. TCP is winning these break battles now. That's how they've been able to tie up this match. Now getting into the 50 snake, but P-Mob getting into the snake too, so this snake side battle could determine this point right here.
Yeah, AJ Lawhead in the 50 snake right now.
AJ Lawhead, a really seasoned player against Ian Chapman, a brand new rookie player who's going to shoot out AJ Lawhead. Or no, is that Jake Thorne? I think that's Jake Thorne who shot AJ Lawhead and now going to crawl into the 50 snake. That is Jake. So great shot down the wire. TCP has the Dorito side wing just hammering in on Jake. He's got to be careful when he switches down the wire. A lot of people getting caught.
Yeah, Jake wins one snap battle. Is he going to win another here as the teams are?
And Paint is zinging right over the top of his pods right here. So he's got to play very tight as he tries to maintain his wire dominance.
Oh, he doesn't win that one as Adema just puts one in the center of his face. What a shot by the TCP snake player.
Steve Schloss filling in the snake and TCP losing another out of the middle, though. So I believe it's a 3-on-3.
Ooh.
Yeah, a snake player for TCP, the Dorito side wing, and the small outside Dorito, while P-Mob has the snake 2, the snake side wing, and the juice box on the Dorito side. That's Thomas Mantoni in that juice box, gritting this one out.
Yeah, he knows
Steve
that.
Schloss sneaking through. Steve Schloss trades with the wing, so it's a 2-on-2.
Here comes Adema.
But Adema's in the 50 snake now, and I don't think Sean White knows he's there. Idema. Thomas Mantoni might make up the Dorito side, but they went to sleep on the snake.
Oh.
This TCP player's going to catch Thomas now.
No, they switched the field on each other. Just run and hit the buzzer. That's all he cares about.
Yep, and so TCP is going to hit the buzzer.
Oh.
So
Mantoni.
Thomas just a little too late.
Not able to get
tough
it.
Close for Preferred Mob there. Really back and forth point. And then Thomas.
Slow to get up.
Yeah, slow to get up. Limping off now. He'll definitely be down the next one as TCP is going to win 3 unanswered to take a 1-point lead with 5:52 left on the clock.
And TCP knows they have to come out and win big on these right now. I mean, not having the day they wanted, losing 2 matches, and they lost. They both, I believe, they lost both matches by like 3 points. So they're a -6 right now.
Yeah.
So they need to come back and at least get their point margin as close to 0 or +1 as possible.
Yeah, exactly. Thomas Mantoni limping off, taking heavy breaths. That's a guy who's played a ton of paintball. He's been at this a long time.
Original New England Hurricanes.
The Hurricanes team 2007, 2008 that finished second in the series title to Dynasty in the NPPL. Really great team. Really the godfathers of New England paintball. Steve DeBillis,
Billy
Bernaccia. Kind of all the talent in New England that's come up since, like your Matt Derulas, your Harrison Fries. Everyone grew up looking up to those guys.
So right now, on the field is going to be Chicago Distortion and Killers. Chicago Distortion up by 2 right now. 5 minutes left to go in this match.
Haber pulling up, shooting, run snake off the break. That's his signature move out there. He gets in there alive. Going straight into the 50 snake as he likes to.
Running ref coming over to check the can player.
The Killers coming up into the snake side wing. They're going to try to
catch
Haber being sloppy. Distortion losing Ryan Rodarte out of the back. But the Killers losing their snake side can player. I think that was Haber on his first engagement.
So they know he's there now. So the Killers in that 40-yard line.
4 on 4.
Got to be careful, though. Haber.
I think he thinks there's someone wide. Normally he likes to go right into the other team's snake side too, but he's pulling up here. Killers now moving out into the Dorito side. I think that's Smitty and the big Dorito too. They also have the snake side wing. Now into the juice box, but Haber now crawling onto the Killers side of the snake.
Yeah, trying their best right now. Believe that is. Yes, that's Matt Smitty over there on the Doritos.
Haber getting a little, trying to wheel and deal here. He was trying to back up off that snake too and catch this wing player. He knows he's there. He points for his back player. He doesn't want to speak and give away his position. It looks like he's waiting for him to go into the wing. He knows this guy's going to try to come through and bunker him. So he's waiting for him to go forward. But I think he can get on the wrap here.
I think he can too. I think if he wraps, he'll have a better shot on that back center.
And now Killer Smitty into the 50 wall on the Dorito side.
Yeah, Haber has to make something happen right now.
He's trying to work a bounce shot off the pin. I don't think that's going to happen for him. Smitty, so the Killers have the dominance on the Dorito side, but Distortion with the dominance on the Snake side. It'll be interesting to see which team is able to capitalize on their advantage. Distortion losing one out of the backfield, so just 3 left alive for Distortion, but launching up to the Dorito side. Now Killer's coming into the juice box, and Haber trying to work a bounce shot off the pin. The ref coming in and tapping him. Haber hit somewhere.
I don't see where he's hit.
I didn't see him catch any heat, but the ref calls him out. So now Killer's in the driver's seat here. Just 2 left alive for Distortion. Launching through the center. Going to bunker out that tower and hit the buzzer. Killer's storming back.
Yeah, making it
another
1-point
point game with 2:43 on the clock. So Distortion with 3 quick points, but now the Killer's figuring it out a little bit.
Yeah, trying to figure out where that player was hit at. We didn't see anything bounce off of him, but again, it may be a situation where, something came through on a blind shot and hit him. Who knows?
He hadn't caught any heat for a long time. I don't think the Killers knew he was there, so it might have been much earlier.
Yeah, he may have gotten hit going in. So we're trying to. Oh, he got shot in the barrel. Wow.
Shot in the barrel. So that was probably earlier.
Yes.
And then the ref comes around and checks him. I mean, normally those barrel hits disappear pretty quick.
Yeah, especially when you're diving into the snake.
You know, a little, let me clean off that.
Yeah, clean off that excess.
Oh, I broke a ball. I got to clean off my bores. Now, Preferred Mob has let this one get away from them a little bit, down 1 after starting off 2-0. TCP Machine has killed one off the break, the last 3 points.
See if they can get that big kill again. As
it doesn't look like
they're going
John
to.
Derula pointing out a kill, but I don't know if he got one. TCP coming up into the Dorito side wing. The outside Dorito, they lose one out of the back center, though. Matt Kilbashin storming up into the snake side wing for Preferred Mob.
Yeah, that's it.
TCP with no outside snake presence. Preferred Mob in the snake side Aztec. TCP in the snake side can. The Dorito side wing trying to hold up action on that snake side and two-ing the Doritos. John Derulo getting caught coming up the middle. He wanted to go into that brick, but he gets eaten up by that Dorito side wing looking inside.
Yeah, runs to his death a little bit there.
Yeah, really not a necessary move, or, definitely didn't know that wing was there, but you got to be wary of those cross shots for sure. So 4-on-4 situation here. TCP rolling their guns, getting outside. Matt Kilbashian comes through the center. Trades with the Dorito side wing, so now it's a 3-on-3. Actually, TCP losing another, it looks like.
Well, Lawhead begging for a penalty right now on that play running through the center.
I think TCP got a penalty, and I think they're all dead. So I think Preferred Mob is going to be able to tie this one up.
That's a tough one there for TCP, as they were in the driver's seat on that one, and had the bodies. They shot somebody early.
But Preferred Mob getting a penalty.
Oh wow. Is it a no point? Or no, what's it was?
I'm not sure.
Uh-oh. So we're getting it. So I think Preferred Mob at the very end got a penalty, and they don't have enough bodies to pull. So
I think they had 3 alive and got a minor.
Well, the ref's signaling for he needs 1. So we'll see what's happening here. We'll get the final call from the refs here.
Great tight shot of the Killers walking out determined, down 1 after scoring 2 straight. So looking to tie this one up. 2:43 left on the clock. This game's about to get really interesting. This is a huge point right here for both teams.
Trying to figure out right now. So Killers coming back. 1 point deficit. 2 minutes, 43 seconds left. So
Killers lining up here, down 1. It looks like they're going to send a deep runner snake side. They send Hosky out to the corner. It looks like he made it. They also send the snake side tower shooting inside, pulling up at the 3. It's a 5-on-5, no kills off the break for either team, it looks like. Distortion staying mostly in the pocket with both towers, both looking snake way currently in that big Dorito. Unger shooting the cross shot from the snake side can. Now Rodarte getting into the Dorito side wing. He's going to try to hold up the action for the Killers on the snake side.
Yeah, and they're doing a phenomenal job right now as the Killers guns heavy in that center, trying to make a move out there. They're looking like they want to get into the snake, but they know they have to give Hosky a little bit of backup to get in there.
Yeah, it's not going to be possible for him to make that corner bump into the snake with Rodarte at the snake side wing, shooting that cross shot as you can see on your screen. Rodarte, though, sometimes gets a little impatient and will switch off that. He's really got to stay contained on that snake side corner. Now Killers getting up into that Dorito side wing as well.
Yeah, Kohler and Rodarte got to be careful. They're both looking the same way. A lot of guns for Distortion looking snake side right now. If someone on TCP recognizes that, they can definitely, or Killers recognize that.
They still have Unger on that cross from the snake side can. He's their safety valve, and Distortion now into the big Dorito 3. So Distortion has a really strong setup right here with good crosses held. If one of these bodies drops, that'll be the time for the Killers to move. But right now we're looking at a long 3-on-2 point, or 5-on-5 point, 3-2 for Distortion with just a minute left. Distortion looks like they're poised to try to run out the clock here, because now the Killers are in a situation where they have to force guns, and it's really difficult for Hosky, where he's in a small bunker, that tiny cake, to have to gun battle his way into the snake. But Rodarte comes off the cross there.
60 seconds right now. Chicago Distortion just trying to hold out right now to take a 1-point victory over the Killers.
I think Hosky has the move into the snake right now, because I think Rodarte came off the cross.
Actually, Rodarte doesn't get it. The inside player gets it. So great move there. Little leapfrog there. Oh, and they get Rodarte out of the center.
Huge kill. Now the Killers are in the snake, and Rodarte's lost 1. 30 seconds here, so the Killers really got to force the issue. Distortion's going to lose Haber. The Killers have to get on their horses. It's a 5-on-3 right here. They got to go forward, which he does. You love to see it. He gets into the snake too. 20 seconds left. He can't take his time here. He has to get on the wrap immediately. He does. I think he shot that Distortion player, and I think that should be a major.
Oh, no. The Distortion player is going to come out okay. So
10 seconds left. He's just got to go now.
Yeah,
10,
Kohler doesn't know it.
7,
He's not protecting the buzzer.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. At the buzzer.
Oh my goodness!
I think going to tie it 3-3. He definitely got that. If our time's correct,
he did. He got that for sure. Wow.
So Distortion getting a little bit of their own medicine with the tie at the buzzer for the Killers. Excellent job by the Killers in a 5-on-5 situation with Distortion with very organized guns to go underneath the cross shot to get into the snake and then peel them off, know the situation, and go down the field with perfect timing. Love to see that. Great execution by the Killers to come back from down 3 to end up with the tie.
What an amazing play there. And what a good read. You heard there at the end, Hosky and the other snake player that was in front of him saying, Hosky's yelling, you got to go now. You got to go now. That sense of urgency. Again, that's that high level paintball we're talking about. They knew there was a player. So Kohler for Distortion was over in the Dorito. They had him contained. They knew he wasn't able to get him. So they launched and was able to get that buzzer. What a phenomenal job. Like you said, unfortunately, Distortion getting a little bit of their own medicine on that one.
And now coming back into the preferred mob match, that's Thomas Mantoni and Steven Schlosser's jersey right there, gutting this one out. It's 3-3 with 4:30 on the clock, and now we're in X-Ball. So we'll see. TCP has had great success when they can kill a body off the break, but haven't done well when they've been playing 5-on-5 points. So let's see what they got here. P-Mob going to send Aiden Chasman out to the Snakeside Aztec, a ref coming around to see if he got shot in the pack. I think that was just a hit off the ground. TCP going to lose one out of the back center. Preferred Mob having great success shooting back at the shooters early. However, TCP does get into the snake there in Snake 2. And I'm hearing Matt Kilbashian with that really deep, loud voice calling out Snake. So Preferred Mob definitely knows he's there. TCP slow playing it. Sean White now getting into the Dorito side wing. He's on the cross.
Yeah, great job here.
Aiden Chasman waiting for the lane to drop so he can match TCP in the snake.
I was going to say, great job here by AJ Lawhead in the snake right now. Huge communication, letting everybody know where they're at. He's hunting right now. Got to be careful because there are a ton of shots into that snake.
Oh, and TCP going to lose one off the Dorito side. So 5-on-3 situation for Preferred Mob. TCP has the snake side tower, the snake 1, and one other player on the Dorito side. Preferred Mob is, taking their time on this one. They know the advantage. Now they get Aiden Chasman into the snake. I'm not sure if TCP has picked him up. And TCP is going to lose their snake side tower. So it's just the snake 1 and the Dorito 1 for TCP. Preferred Mob in the driver's seat here in a tie game with about 3 minutes left. AJ Lawhead going to launch down the snake side, but he's going to get picked up by Matt Kilbashian. You'll take that trade all day. So just the Dorito 1 for TCP left. Preferred Mob trying to figure out where that last body is, and they do.
Thomas Mantoni out there. You can hear him from a mile away. he's going, hang it, go hang it.
I think he's saying don't hang it.
Don't hang it. I thought he said go hang it.
Oh, I can tell.
He's got it. He does have a big voice, but that Boston accent.
Well, and also we got these great Auto Technica noise canceling headphones out here.
Yeah, we do get quite hooked up here. So thank you again. Thank you again to all of you out there watching this and all of our sponsors as well. Amazing day of paintball, amazing weekend coming at you. Now, if you have missed any of the action so far, you can go back on the NXL Facebook page and videos and watch all the morning and afternoon action from yesterday. On top of that, too, if you can, like, share, comment, follow, subscribe. Let everybody know what we're doing here. Share this out to everybody possible. Leave some comments, interact with us. Again, I'm Vince from Let's Talk Paintball, joined here by Mike, Jeffrey, and we are out here all weekend at this beautiful event outside Gaelic Park, outside Chicago, Illinois. So come check it out if you haven't already. Amazing trade show, amazing event going on. We're right next to the pro field as well, so you can bounce back and forth. You can bounce back and forth through Pro VIP and Premier VIP. Now, the Premier VIP is free to everybody, and it's been packed.
So what makes it VIP then?
Well, it's nice shaded area, nice sit down booths. It's set up very similar to the Pro VIP, but it's essentially our VIP, right? Because we treat everybody like VIPs over here.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, awesome games, awesome action going on. Again, if you leave a comment down below, we will we'll answer your comments. Try to get with you on any suggestions you may have, different shots that you want to see. And we get better and better every single event on this. So. Last thing I want to say real quick is we do have the BKI Most Valuable Player Award, sponsored obviously by BKI. And that's going to go to the most outstanding player for the premier field. So it's a fully functioning powerhouse reg. So as we get into the breakout right now, TCP and PMob.
Running AJ Lawhead off the break to the snake. The ref running in to check him. Looks like he's clean, and Preferred Mob is going to lose Thomas Mantoni off the Dorito 1 off the break. So TCP with a 5-on-4 advantage with 2 minutes and 43 seconds left. Matt Kilbashian filling into the snake side tower. Preferred Mob is in the snake corner, so AJ Lawhead doesn't have a free reign down the wire over here. It's 5-on-4 for TCP. Looking at AJ Lawhead on your screen, and now Jake Thorne trying to keep him in check for Preferred Mob.
Yeah, Lawhead's got to get on his stomach and go right now. Like, he's got to get on his belly, get up there to the 50.
TCP also in the Dorito too.
Yeah.
So now TCP sending a player out to the snake side corner to help AJ Lawhead get down the field.
And that's Idema getting out to the corner there for TCP. Dirty Joe Klockner over the top protecting AJ Lawhead, though.
Matt Kilbashian with a somewhat sketchy fill out to the snake side Aztec, but he makes it. TCP really pushing the issue on the snake side with the snake side tower, the snake corner, and the snake 2 with a one-body advantage. 1 minute and 44 seconds. Now getting into the juice box on the Dorito side. They catch Jake Thorne getting into the snake.
It's number 33 there on the Dorito side looking down.
Or actually, that's Aiden Chasman who got into the snake. Matt Kilbashian doing a tactical retreat into the snake side can.
Yeah, trying their best right now to even
John
up.
John Derulo also walking off, so it's a 5-on-3 for TCP with a minute 20 left, down 1.
Yeah, there's paint everywhere. PMob has a giant rub mark on the side of his hopper. It looks like a hit, but it is just rub.
AJ Lawhead backing off the snake 2 a little bit. Now coming down to 1 minute left.
Yeah, it's going to be a close one here. TCP, they have to make something happen right now.
Down 1, have to close up 2 bodies. It shouldn't be that complicated to do. What AJ Lawhead needs to do is just come down and bunker the snake player. That's just going to open everything up.
Running rep checking in. Klockner's, calls him clean.
So Sean White and Matt Kilbashian.
Oh, Sean Wyatt's out. Be careful. He's probably going to get a penalty.
Sean White. And now AJ Lawhead coming through, so TCP is probably going to clean this one up. No, they lost 2 right there.
Goodness,
so
no.
Matt Kilbashian is still alive.
Kilbashian just killed 2 players on the move. TCP, they got sloppy
20
there.
seconds left. Another one coming out for TCP, so now it's a 1-on-2. Matt Kilbashian might pull this one out. 15, 14, 13,
as we start
12,
ticking down right now.
11, 10. TCP needs to sprint.
Idina needs to run this in right now.
7,
he has to start
6,
sprinting.
5.
Oh my goodness, they
3,
just know.
2, 1. Doesn't know the situation, so Preferred Mob's going to come away with the win. 4-3 because TCP went to sleep on the buzzer. Too late, not going to count. Preferred Mob edges it out for the 4-3 victory.
Situational awareness there. Situational awareness. Situational awareness.
So we've seen 2 sides of the coin back to back, right? The killers know the situation perfectly. They play with the correct pace. They come down there and close it out with just enough time. TCP in a 5-on-3 situation had plenty of time to close. They don't press the issue in correct time. And so they're about 2 seconds late on the buzzer. And that's going to send them down to 0-3. Preferred Mob improving to 2-1.
Yeah, and you can just see the dejected look there on Idema not wanting to walk off. Just upset right now. He knows that he should have pushed a little sooner on that situation.
He was in a situation where he was wrapping the snake 2 for Preferred Mob and wasn't sure if they had any bodies left. In that situation, you can't confirm. You just have to sprint and take your chance. Took a second, waited a little bit too long, and it costed them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great back and forth match, though.
So heartbreaker match there at the end. We will be back after commercial break here with Carolina Crisis and Arsenal. Just want to show off one of our amazing sponsors here. So this is the mechanical frame right here. And look at that, Nick Slowiak in the house. So you can pick one of these up from Die Paintball coming out in October. And love the way it feels, love the way it looks in this DSR Plus. So again, thank you very much.
Dry fired.
Oh, he wants to dry fired. Okay.
Turn the
so
tank
dry
on.
fire, turn some air on real quick. Ooh, look at that.
Pretty good.
Whoa.
Walk it like this. Yeah, do this thing.
So thank you very much to all of our sponsors out there. And again, I'm Vince from Let's Talk Paintball here with Mike Jeffries, and we'll be right back with more semi-pro action after this commercial break.